All of my friends talked about my hairline. They made group chats. Every day I'm noticing changes. I'd pull my hair back, it's just bald right here,
Mm,
thinning right here,
mm.
thinning right here. I wore hats all the time. That's all I thought about. I was like, dude, do I have a comb over? He's like, yeah, you do. I started noticing hair loss as a senior in high school. It was like dead hair almost. I immediately got insecure about it. I was like, dude, as a senior in high school, what? Are you kidding me? Then I went to college and hair loss just continued. I started getting more insecure about it, more insecure about it. And then my sophomore year rolls around, I'm still losing my hair. I start to thin like right here a little bit. You could just kind of feel scalp a little bit more. The end of my sophomore year, going into my first summer of door-to-door sales, I was gonna move into Dallas, Texas. And I was like, okay, I want to see what it looked like with a shaved head. So I shaved my head. I did like a two guard, just shaved head. I was like going in the war mode, door-to-door sales, it's really hard. That's when it went full pedal to the metal, like 100 miles an hour. I was wearing hats every day. The
Right.
job was stressful as all get out. Like my coworkers were just like, bro, you were losing that shit. Full avatar arrow, no hair right here. I got pretty insecure about it. And I returned back to school going into my junior year. And everybody was looking at me like, whoa, dude, what the fuck happened to you, man? And so started wearing hats and I decided to grow it back out because I didn't want anybody to see it. So I was on finasteride and minoxidil
Right.
this whole time since
Okay.
freshman year. I grew it out using finasteride, minoxidil, and my hair was looking great. So I go into my second summer, and so 21 years old, my hair grew out. I was liking it, and then I decided that it was getting expensive, the hair restoration stuff.
Mm.
It was like for me 120 bucks a month, like for the hair restoration stuff, and so much to keep up with. My job didn't really allow that much time in the morning and at night, and I was like, well, I'm gonna be wearing a hat anyways, and I just said, dude, if I'm losing my hair, man, like I'm losing my hair. I didn't really know how to put it in words until recently, but what kind of occurred was that by me fighting the hair loss, it's not dealing with the insecurity.
Mm.
It's actually feeding the insecurity more. That insecurity monster, I'm feeding it more because we would go swimming. I didn't like to go swimming, the wind, everything. Like I've not put my head in water in like 4 years. So completely got off the medicine and I just let my hair go. I was like, let's see where it goes. I mean, it just went boom. Like I'm talking every day I'm noticing changes. I'm talking, I'd pull my hair back and then I'd pull this side forward. It's just bald right here,
Mm.
thinning right here,
Mm.
thinning right here. Like I was losing about at least that much of hair like every month. It
Right.
was nuts. As I'm losing my hair, letting it go, I start dating this girl and I, kind of brought it up like, hey, like losing my hair. Like on one of our first dates, she was on my camera roll and she had scrolled to a picture of me in the mirror and I was like,
Like checking it.
whoa.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, that's from, I was like, that's from long ago. Like, don't worry about that. So that was actually the night of, so that the
Right.
picture was taken. So a year goes by of me just like, screw all the medicine, screw it all. I'm letting it go and started debating on shaving my head 5 months ago.
Right.
Like really considering it. I think this is important what I'm going to say for listeners. I think people do hide how insecure they were
Mm.
about it. I don't want to do that. Like I really want to open up. Like I would pull up into a neighborhood to go do sales, and before I get out the car, I'm just sitting there in the mirror, just like for like 30 minutes.
Mm.
Like I would spend about 2 hours a day of it taking up my mind of checking myself in the mirror, looking in the mirror, looking at this. I'm like, hey, I have to go to bed at 10 o'clock because I have to wake up at 6 to go to the gym. No, I wouldn't go to bed on time because be busy looking at my hair. It was taking up that much. That was normal for me. I didn't think that was crazy. It took me over that much. And I mean, that's when I started watching like shaving your head videos, like your videos like 5 months ago. And so, I mean, it just like I wore hats all the time. That's all I thought about. Dude, I couldn't even give other people attention. Oh, similar to how a therapist would give you attention and
Mm.
give you like, I understand where you're coming from. Tell me more about that. Like that energy, I didn't even have that because it
Mm.
was so focused on me internally about my hair.
Obviously, you're checking it, you're taking the pictures, it's like on your mind. Can you remember specific like thoughts you were having? Like,
It was just something you look at and you just almost are grossed out over.
mm.
That's kind of the best way for me to put it. Dude, I would ask bald guys on the door. I'm like, give me your story. Give me just trying to search for information everywhere. And the conclusion of 99.9% of every guy's story is like, dude, just shave it. And so whenever I kind of gathered that much evidence, I was like, okay, maybe this is a reality for me. Maybe this isn't that much of an anomaly that I'm losing my hair. It just took up so much. of my brain capacity. Held the razor to my head probably like 3 times, and I'm just like, just do it, and I just couldn't do it. And then just one night, I was like, let's do it. I got to do what's best for me. Like, let's take care of Nick. Dude, I shaved it with a 2, and then I looked similar to how I did the first time I shaved it like 2 years ago, but I noticed way more balding. Went to bed that night, woke up the next morning, shaved it a little bit shorter, and then wore that day. And then the next day, I like went razor on, and I've I've loved it.
So what was the thing that finally made you go like, yeah, no, it's now?
Me and my roommates were watching your videos just on our TV in our living room,
Hmm.
and we would just let them play. And the absolute worst case scenario is if I don't like it, it'll grow back. It'll grow back like same way it was, and I won't like it. But it's good to know. The final straw was it was like 9:30 at night, and me and my friend were watching your videos on our TV, and he had went to bed, and then it was like 10:30, and my girlfriend was coming over. From 10:30 to like 12, I was just looking in the mirror. Like, I mean, for 2 hours, I was just looking in the mirror, and I'm like, dude, I just wasted. I could have written a 5-page paper just now. It was taking up about like 3 hours of my day every single day of just looking in the mirror. And I literally just grabbed the razor and I went 3, 2, 1. And I just did it. I like grabbed the patch and I was like, yeah, I just did it. And then I noticed I just started smiling. And my adrenaline was kind of pumping because I was like, God, like we're doing it. It was just like I don't have to worry about this anymore. And whenever I got that feeling, I was like, okay, this is a sense of joy and happiness. And it felt more like I'm dealing with the insecurity.
Hmm.
It's not that I'm hiding it.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with. Another big thing weighing down on me was like in pictures when my hair was fixed, like when I would cut it short, it looked fine.
Hmm.
Like it looked fine. I think the night of when I shaved it, I actually have a video. And it's like, yeah, it looks fine. And then my roommate completely just parts everything. And I was like, dude, do I have a comb over? He's like, yeah, you do. Since I did look fine when my hair was just covered up and there was no wind blowing, I was really kind of scared of like the reactions I would get.
Hmm.
And every single one of my friends is just like, dude, you just look badass, bro. I've gotten like so many compliments on it. Like, is it different? Yeah, because you don't have hair anymore.
Hmm.
And your hair looked fine to everyone else, but it's like, dude, I have so much respect for you. And plus, like, I haven't been wearing hats. Like, it's not like I'm like trying to hide it. It's like I'm rocking it and I'm like wearing it. And I think the biggest thing is like people respect that. I actually went to a interview for a job the day after I shaved my head, and the interviewer knew what I looked like beforehand. And then she was like, dude, you can rock that. Like, you
Yeah.
look great. I was like, thanks. It felt really nice.
The world knows it takes confidence to take that step, right? So you're literally like a walking advert for self-confidence. I'd love to know a message you might have for the guys that will watch this, as you were.
I would say one is that the biggest news stories in the world are forgotten in 2 days. As humans, we're so wrapped up in how we look and how we feel and what's going on in our life. When I was looking at my hairline in every single mirror I could find, I'm not worried about the random guy next to me who's bald or losing his hair. Like, I don't care. I really don't. I used to think like losing your hair was normal at like age like 27 to 30. And anything before that, you were kind of like an anomaly.
Mm,
You were kind of like, damn, there's something wrong with you. I think what's cooler is like, it's not cool having like horrible hairline. Everyone sees it. Everyone talks about your hairline. Like, I know for a fact all of my friends talked about my hairline, but they don't make fun of you because you're bald. And if they do, it's just like, I've had bald jokes made to me already, but they don't hurt me because it's not an insecurity.
yeah.
It was an insecurity losing my hair, so it hurt me back then. But like, this isn't an insecurity now. I would say shave your head at your own time. Um, my barber even said some good advice. He goes, if you're not sold on it, don't do it. And I thought about that. And then I was like, I'm thinking about this all day long. I think I'm sold. Like I think like if I had went into a fantasy football challenge or something and the loser has to shave his head, I kind of hope to lose.
Right, yeah.
This has crossed my mind for 5 freaking years, dude. And it's like now saying that like I did it, it's like I just like hopped into like a new skin.
Hmm.
I hopped into a new, fresh suit that I just put on. And I'm like looking back at the old one, like that shit sucked.
Hmm.
Like that's a good way for me to put it. And it also burns the bridges of now I can focus on my character more than anything, which is the most important, is your character. I could give energy now to other people. I think especially as guys, like most guys you're gonna understand.
Hmm.
They're not gonna be like, what the hell happened to you? They're gonna be like, I get it. I understand it. Like they don't even have to ask why I did it. And if they do, like if somebody does ask you like why you do it, tell them.
Yeah.
I was losing my
Oh,
hair.
100%. Yeah.
Dude, I caught myself almost bad to say it was a bet,
Hmm.
like my first day. And I was like, no,
No.
say it. And I was like, I was losing my hair. And guess what that guy said? Dude, I'm losing my hair too. Looking back, I kind of be wasting my days away. Like I wouldn't be doing the work I need to do. I wouldn't be doing things on time. And I wouldn't be structured. I would just get sidetracked and look at your videos. And I'm like, if I didn't have hair, I wouldn't be doing this. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be researching this. I wouldn't be asking about it. Like, dude, I spent so much time. Like, I'd walk into a bar and there's like the vents. When you open the door, there's a vent blowing down. And I'm just like going through like that. And I'm like looking at everyone else go through and they're just like, just going through like normal. And I remember being on FaceTime, I would forget about what people would say because I was
Right.
so wrapped up in just looking at my own
Hmm.
picture. Are people going to have their opinions? Yeah. But at the end of the day, they're just worried about themselves. They're so worried about themselves. Like no one gives a shit. Like, is it gonna surprise people? Probably the first week. Are you gonna look very different? Yeah. Are you gonna look better? Yeah. And are gonna people respect you more? Yeah. I wanted to
Good
be
one.
very, very open and I didn't want
Yeah.
to like hide anything or hide any insecurity because like there's a lot of guys that need to hear a full story. So I like to act as that one person to really go into detail for like that guy out there that's really kind of really struggling the same way that I did. So
Really well said and well shared. And that's what this channel, that's what I pride myself on, is keeping it real, having that conversation for sure. So thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.